Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are going up against my friend a Funky Turtle with more Fusion Cup battles. Now I did beat him quite a bit in the other day's video. He actually got his revenge. He does get me a few times here. So very good games though. So let's go ahead and take a look at his team. It's Altaria, Wishcash, Venusaur, Probopass, Poliwrath, and Charizard. And I struggled against that Charizard again in this video. It just seems like that's been happening, so I definitely need better team compositions, but that's why we practice, isn't it? My team is Marowak, Bronzong, Altaria, Heracross, Wishcash, and ALOLAN MUK. So definitely trying out ALOLAN MUK for this video, just to see how it works. I did put Snarl on mine. Now I used to have Poison Jab, which is really good, but I wanted to try out Snarl because I know it gets to the charge moves really fast. So I do have that Acid Spray and Dark Pulse. I'm not sure if I like Acid Spray that much on ALOLAN MUK now, because if you switch out, the debuff goes away, as well as any buffs that they may have. So I might want to switch that for maybe what else does it get? Sludge Wave, right? Something, or Gunk Shot, I think it is. So maybe I would want to switch. But either way, he does bring in his Venusaur against my Wishcash. I go ahead for the bluff. I could have went for the Blizzard. I was there, but I do go for the bluff. We do take a shield. We could have went for Blizzard, as I said. It doesn't really matter. But I switch into my ALOLAN MUK and hit that Acid Spray. So Acid Spray gonna come in handy because he is down to his last Pokemon, and he will shield that. That's why I went for the Acid Spray, just to lower his defense. Might as well get a little benefit there, right? Anyway, we're just going to town, and we do get to a Dark Pulse, so I'm going to go ahead and get off that Dark Pulse against his Venusaur. His defense is lowered. That's going to be enough to knock out Venusaur, so we actually do go ahead and we win that game. So we do go ahead and win the first game, so that was a very good game. Picking up a Charge TM. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about, guys. Getting a Charge TM. All these battles were 100% worth it just for that Charge TM. But let's jump into another game. He leads with Altaria. I lead with that Muk. Do charge up, and I actually pull the switch. He pulls the switch. That was like immediately. I don't know if that was a blind switch. It might have been. I don't know. Maybe he saw it was Bronzong. But that was like, that switch was immediate. So that was a very good switch on his end. Obviously not good for me. However, we did do a decent amount to Charizard. That's why I do go ahead and block the Blast Burn. And we're trying to feint the Charizard. And fortunately, not going to be able to do so because he does get off a charge move. It is going to be Dragon Claw, so he will be able to knock me out. And then I have my Wishcash and my Muk. I do decide to bring in Wishcash. Now I know I resist my moves, but Blast Burn still does a lot of damage to a Wishcash because that's how powerful Blast Burn is, right? So he goes for the Dragon Claw, I guess trying to take a shield. I didn't fall for it. He brings in his Poliwrath. I decide not to switch. I actually clicked on the Mud Bomb, but he gets off his Ice Punch before I'm able to. So now we're able to get off the Mud Bomb. And we're just trying to get whatever damage we can against that Poliwrath. Doing okay damage. I mean, we do have back-to-back Mud Bombs, so we're going to be able to get them off. And he does shield that one up, and I switch in, and I go for the Dark Pulse. Just to get whatever damage, as I said, I can against the Poliwrath. I know he's going to resist Dark Pulse. I'm not really in a good position. He's going to go ahead and get off a charge move. I will shield that one up. It will be a dynamic punch, so that would have done a lot to us. He pulls the switch into Altaria. Unfortunately, I didn't click on Dark Pulse fast enough, but even if I did, it wouldn't have knocked out Altaria. So we do actually manage to get to the Dark Pulse. Afterwards, we click on it because we survived the Sky Attack. Getting off the Dark Pulse. And, yeah, as I said, obviously he's going to survive it anyway. And then we bring in Wishcash. We can't make it to the Blizzard. He's just going to be able to win this game. So very good game, very good game. Does go ahead and knock me out. And that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and take an L, but we're going to jump into another game. I do lead with my ALOLAN Marowak against his Probopass. So I will take this because Probopass is double weak to ground moves. Even though Bone Club is not a powerful move, it's still going to be strong against this Probopass because Probopass is double weak to it. So I'll take that, doing a good amount of damage. He does pull the switch, and I was actually going to switch into my Bronzong, but I decided to stay in because I knew at this point he did not have Hydro Pump on his Poliwrath. I'm like, well, it's actually a pretty good situation because we resist Ice Punch as well as Dynamic Punch. So I'll just stay in, hang out with my ALOLAN Marowak. So we charge up energy, going for the bait, trying to take a shield. So we do go for the Bone Club, and we do successfully get it. and we're just going for this Shadow Ball now. So we do go for the Shadow Ball, so we're either going to take the last shield, do a lot of damage to Poliwrath. So he does shield it up. Could have went for another bluff, I guess, but that's okay because I didn't know he was going to shield it up. I actually didn't think he was going to. So he does hit me with Ice Punch, and then he's going to be able to finish me off, but we took both of his shields. So ALOLAN MUK doing its job. I do bring in my Wish Cash. He's going to go ahead and get off a charge move against me. I do shield this up. I really didn't want to take a Blizzard. It's debatable whether or not I should have shielded. I probably shouldn't have, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and go for the Blizzard. And we do a lot of damage to that Wish Cash. Now we're trying to get to a Mud Bomb. We're going to go ahead and take this attack, which will be a Blizzard. So it's like we shielded the wrong one, right? We shielded the Mud Bomb, took the Blizzard, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb against his Wish Cash to knock him out. As we do, he brings in his Poliwrath. I switch into my Bronzong just in time to catch that Ice Punch. So we do go ahead and get it. So that's good for us. He pulls the switch into Probopass. I'm going to go ahead and hit us up with a charge move. I let this go. It's actually a Thunderbolt. We're able to take it just fine though. And I do go for my Psyshock right now. I decide only to go for the Great. That was deliberate just so I could farm him down. So as you can see, I'm farming him down. And I will go ahead and shield this attack. And it is going to be a Magnet Bomb, and we're going to be able to feint him with enough for a Psyshock to knock out the Poliwrath. So I wanted to make sure I had that Psyshock to get the Poliwrath, because I knew Poliwrath still does a good amount of damage to us with the Dynamic Punch. Actually, at that range, we would get knocked out. So we do go ahead and win that one. So very good game and very well played. But the losses are going to come. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Anyway, I do lead with my Altaria, so it is going to be an Altaria mirror match. And, you know, I'll take it. We've seen Altaria mirror matches in, like, the Kingdom Cup. It was very popular. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack against his Altaria. He does let it go through. I am going to go ahead and shield this one. So I do shield it because I knew I could feint his Altaria with my Dragon Breath moves before he's able to get to another Sky Attack. So we do go ahead and do that and win the lead. We are down a shield, though, so you do have to watch out for that. But we did go ahead and win the lead, trying to get to a Sky Attack. Was able to successfully do so. So I know now we're definitely going to have to take the shield. There's no way he can not shield. He actually is going to get to an Ice Punch, but that's okay. I let Altaria go down. I didn't want to switch out because I didn't want to lose like that switch advantage and have him switch into something else. So I have Heracross and Wish Cash. So I bring in my Heracross, and we're just doing a lot of damage with counter. He does go ahead and switch into Charizard. I pull the switch into Wish Cash. A little bit slow on the switch. I was thinking of hitting that Charizard with like a close combat because it still would have done a lot of damage, but I decided to switch and save my energy. So I am charging up to the Blizzard, and I am going to go ahead and bluff with the Mud Bomb. So hopefully he does take the bait, and he decides to shield. He does, expecting that Blizzard, so that's good for us. And I will go ahead and shield this one up because I don't want to take a Blizzard to the face. Not a Blizzard, a Blast Burn, excuse me. And that would have knocked us out because Blast Burn is just so powerful, guys. So not have to worry about shields. Shields are down, so Blizzard will be able to knock him out. Neutral damage. He's going to go ahead and go for a charge attack against my Wish Cash, which will be Dynamic Punch, and that will be enough to finish us off. But we still have that close combat. Thankfully, I didn't use it against Charizard, right? We're able to hit that Poliwrath with close combat and win. Our defense is lowered, but it does not matter. So we do go ahead and take that one. So hey, good game. Good game. I'm going to be making a video of Poliwrath. I know I've used Poliwrath, but I want to make a video of it dedicated to Poliwrath because some of you had said, well, hey, I don't have Heracross. What's a good alternative? I think Poliwrath is a good Pokemon. It could, you know, I'm not saying that I necessarily think it's better than Heracross. I think they're both good. But yeah, I'll be making a video discussing it and using Poliwrath in more depth because I do think Poliwrath is a really good Pokemon. Anyway, he pulls a switch to catch my Dark Pulse. I'm going to switch into Bronzong, and we do resist this Altaria's moves, so we're going to be able to take a Sky Attack and a Dragon Pulse. Now, the damage still adds up, like the Dragon Breath. You can see how much it's still doing good damage to us, right? I'm trying to feint that Altaria. Luckily, I feinted, but look how much damage we took, right? So he is going to go ahead and bring in the Wish Cash. I do get off my Psyshock. Let's see if he decides to shield us. He will not. And we actually get off back-to-back Psyshocks. That's how much energy we charged up. So we're going to go and get off that one. And he will shield that. So at least we did go ahead and take a shield. I thought he was going to try and feint me down, but I guess he was afraid I would hit him with another Side Shock, so he decided to use the Mud Bomb. Totally reasonable. I am going to go ahead and bring in my ALOLAN Muk. We do get off an Acid Spray. I went for the Acid Spray hoping to take a shield, and we do take the shield, so at least we got the benefit of lowering his defense, right? So now he's going to go ahead and get off a charge move. It will be Mud Bomb, which will knock out my ALOLAN Muk. I am still up 2 shields, so I have to be careful. Obviously, I have to shield this one up. We cannot take this Mud Bomb. Well, we could take it, but we don't want to. And we're going to go ahead and charge up to a Bone Club. So we do get off that Bone Club. And this will be enough to knock out that Wishcash. And then he brings in his Poliwrath. And I know that we're actually in a pretty good position because we resist Ice Punch as well as his Dynamic Punch. So he's going to go for the Ice Punch. And as I said, I know he doesn't have Hydro Pump, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, which will do a lot, and now all I have to do is get to a Bone Club. So that's my goal. I will go ahead and shield this. Could have taken it, but might as well shield it. Don't want to take any chances. And we're going to go ahead and charge up to the Bone Club. So we do go ahead and get off that Bone Club. And this should be enough to seal the deal and knock out Poliwrath. So we do go ahead and knock out Poliwrath. So that was a good game. Very well played, very well played, very well played. Yeah, ALOLAN Muk is definitely interesting. I think it's okay for this cup. I mean, it's weak to Wishcash, and Wishcash is going to be everywhere. But anyway, we're jumping into the next game. We got to switch out immediately. He's staying in, just charging up energy. He does bring in his Altaria. I decided to bluff. I'm like, it's going to be risky if he hasn't shield. Let's see if he doesn't shield. He does shield, so that's good for us. And we actually go for the back-to-back bluffs. So I'm trying to take his last shield with this Mud Bomb. And it doesn't work out if we only went for the Blizzard. That's really unfortunate for us. I got super greedy trying to take both shields. So I do go ahead and block this. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to try another bluff. He probably won't expect a third bluff in a row. So we're going to go ahead and bluff this with the Mud Bomb. We do take his shield, so that's really good for us. We just got to get to the Blizzard, and he actually gets to his charge move before we're able to get to our Blizzard. So that's going to cost the shield. That's unfortunate, but at least we get to Blizzard, and we are going to definitely be able to knock out this Altaria. So we do successfully go ahead and knock it out. And now we have to wait to see what comes in. Gonna be that Charizard. Can't even get to a Mud Bomb. He'll be able to feint us down. And now I look at the 2 Pokemon I have in the back, and I'm in trouble. We have 2 Pokemon that are going to be weak to Charizard. So definitely not good team composition on my end. We're going to be able to not take that Blast Burn. And Heracross can definitely not take Blast Burn. It can barely take Fire Spin. So, you know, that Blast Spin's going to knock us out. So we were doing okay, but that Charizard is just going to be able to destroy 2 of our Pokemon. So very good game. Very well played. And yeah, definitely not the best team composition. I put 2 Pokemon weak to Charizard in this game. So anyway, that's okay. We're going to lead with the ALOLAN Muk against Poliwrath. And I am going to try and switch out to catch maybe an Ice Punch. We both actually switch out at the same time. So his Charizard against my Wishcash. I'm going to go ahead and take this attack. It will be a Blast Burn. Look how much that does to Wishcash, even though we resist it. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Blizzard, hoping he thinks it's a bluff and not shield, and that's exactly what happens. It doesn't knock him out, but it's close, and then we're able to charge up a little bit and feint him down with our fast move, Mud Shot, and now he brings in his Altaria. Might as well go for the Blizzard. Maybe we'll catch 2 Pokemon. We don't, unfortunately, and then he's able to feint us down. So that's fine. And now I have the ALOLAN Muk as well as the Altaria in the back. I'm going to bring in Altaria. I know he has more energy than I do, so I do have to be careful for that. I do decide to shield this one up. So it is going to be a Sky Attack, of course. And then he switches into Poliwrath and clicks on that Ice Punch immediately. And I know it's an Ice Punch. I probably should have shielded. Oh, I did shield it. It didn't look like I shielded it. Anyway, we go for the Sky Attack, 100% expecting the shield. He should shield as he does. So I do go ahead and switch. But again, I mean, we're going to be taking... Let's see what he goes for. He probably goes for the Ice Punch. So we do catch the Ice Punch. But we're still not going to be doing much damage. So I decided to try and lower his defense with Acid Spray. So we do successfully do that. I know he resists Dark Pulse. And we reached the Dark Pulse. But unfortunately, he gets to charge move before us. Going to be Ice Punch. And then we're able to click on Dark Pulse. So this is going to do more damage because of the Acid Spray. Maybe I shouldn't have done Acid Spray. Maybe I should have just went for 2 Dark Pulse. And we might have actually been able to knock out that Poliwrath. But then we bring in Alteria, and we're going to be hit with an ice punch to the face, as you can see. And then he brings in his Alteria, and that's just going to be able to farm me down with Dragon Breath. So very good game. Despite knocking out that Charizard with Blizzard, he is still successfully able to beat us. So very good game. So for the next game, and I believe this is the last game, it's my Whiscash versus his Charizard. And he's going to pull the switch into his Whiscash. I decided to stay in. You know, I guess I could have switched. I could have switched to Heracross. Probably should have, but I decided to stay in with my Whiscash. And we're going to get off a lot of damage with that Blizzard. So we're going to go ahead and take this attack, hoping it's not a Blizzard. It is, so we take it. And then we're charging up, and I tried to switch to catch the Mud Bomb, but I wasn't fast enough, guys. I wasn't fast enough. So we do go ahead and block that Mud Bomb because I wanted to save my energy, and he actually gets to another charge move. I do decide to take it, expecting the Mud Bomb. It is a Mud Bomb, so we're able to take it, and then we're going to be able to feint him down, but I know he has that Charizard, so I'm a little bit worried. But let's see what comes in. It is going to be that Charizard, of course. I do go for the close combat. Now, honestly, I wasn't expecting a shield because he knows that he resists them, but he also knows how squishy Charizard is, so that shield made sense. But I was hoping he didn't shield. I do go ahead and go for the bluff with the Mud Bomb, so hoping he thinks it's a Blizzard. So he does, so at least we take his last shield. But guys, you know what we have in the back, so I have to try and get to this Blizzard. I do go ahead and block the Dragon Claw. We lag over there. He actually pulls the switch into Alteria. I try to switch. I get to the switch. So now we have Bronzong against his Alteria. These Dragon Breath attacks are adding up. The damage is adding up from Sky Attack. We do resist it, but it's still adding up, right? We do go ahead and get to the Psyshock. And at this point in time, I was thinking, okay, maybe if I'm able to feint him down somehow and still have enough for another Psyshock, maybe we could work something out. I don't know, maybe in the back, my Whiscash can get to a Blizzard. We'll try to. Unfortunately, he's actually able to knock us out. Then we bring in Whiscash, and Whiscash goes down. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.